Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. We are going to be continuing on with the book CEPHERIYM book. I know it says Sefer at the top, but they separated some of the books that are supposed to still be in the Sefer. They took and they put in all these extra Dr. P's library books. I have a few of these for sale. If anyone is interested, please contact me, and then we can figure out shipping, and I can send them out to you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying these lessons. We are on the 12 Patriarchs still in this book. There's a few books in here that we have already read in the Sefer, so I'm not going to be reading those ones. Like Baruch, we've already read in the Sefer, so I'm not going to be reading those. Okay, so we are on AYD YOCEPH, the 11th son of Yaakov and Rachel, or Rachel, however you guys pronounce it. We are on 1. The copy of the testament of YOCEPH. When he was about to die, he called his sons and his brethren together and said to them, "My brethren and my children, hearken to YOCEPH, the beloved of Yasharal. Give ear, my sons, unto your father. I have seen in my life envy and death, yet I went not astray, but persevered in the truth of Yahuah. These, my brethren, hated me, because Yahuah loved me. They wished to slay me, but the brethren They wished to slay me, but the Elohim of my fathers guarded me, because he is our shield, our protector. They let me down into a pit, and El Elyon brought me up again. I was sold into slavery, and Yahuah of all made me free. I was taken into captivity, and his strong hand helped me. I was beset with hunger, and Yahuah himself nourished me. I was alone, and Elohim comforted me. I was sick, and Yahuah visited me. I was in prison, and my Elohim showed favor unto me. In bonds, and he released me. Slandered, and he pleaded my cause. Bitterly spoken against by the Mitzrim, and he delivered me. Envied by my fellow slaves, and he exalted me. 2. And this chief captain of Pharaoh entrusted to me his house, and I struggled against a shameless woman, urging me to transgress with her. But the Elohai of Yasharal, my father, delivered me from the burning flame. I was cast into prison, I was beaten, I was mocked, but Yahuah granted me to find mercy in the sight of the keeper of the prison. For Yahuah does not forsake them that fear him, neither in darkness, nor in bonds, nor in tribulations, nor in necessities. For Elohim is not put to shame as a man, nor as the son of man is he afraid, nor as one that is earthborn is he weak or frightened. But in all those things does he give protection, and diverse ways does he comfort. Though for a little space he departs to try the inclination of the soul. He tests people. He tests us to strengthen us. In 10 temptations he showed me approved, and in all of them I endured. For endurance is a mighty charm, and patience gives many good things. This is a longer one. So, this one we might be only reading 10 chapters, because there's 20 chapters in this one. Lately there's only been 7, so I've been able to finish each one, but my apologies. Okay, 3. How often did the Mitzrite woman threaten me with death? How often did she give me over to punishment, and then call me back and threaten me? And when I was unwilling to comply to company with her, she said to me, "You shall be Adonai of me and all that is in my house. If you will give yourself unto me, and you shall be as our master." But I remembered the words of my father, and going into my chamber, I wept and prayed unto Yahuah. And I fasted in those 7 years, and I appeared to the Mitzrim as one living delicately, for they that fast for Elohim's sake receive beauty of face. And if the Adonai were away from home, I drank no wine. Nor for 3 days did I take my food, but I gave it to the poor and sick. And I sought Yahuah early, and I wept for the Mitzrit woman of Memphis, for very unceasingly did she trouble me. For also at night she came to me under pretense of visiting me, and because she had no male child, she pretended to regard me as a son, and so I prayed to Yahuah, and she bore a male child. And for a time she embraced me as a son, and I knew it not. But later she sought to draw me into fornication. And when I perceived it, I sorrowed unto death, and when she had gone out, Bella, don't go under there. I came to myself and lamented for her many days, because I recognized her guile and her deceit. And I declared unto her the words of Alion, if haply she would turn from her evil lust. 4. Often therefore did she flatter me with words of a Kodesh man, and guilefully in her talk praise my chastity before her man, while desiring to ensnare me when we were alone. For she lauded me openly as chaste, and in secret she said unto me, fear not, my man, for he is persuaded concerning your chastity. For even should one tell him concerning us, he would not believe. Owing to all these things I lay upon the ground, and besought Elohim that Yahuah would deliver me from her deceit. And when she had prevailed nothing thereby, she came again to me under the plea of instruction, that she might learn the word of Elohim. And she said unto me, if you will that I should leave my idols, lie with me, and I will persuade my man to depart from his idols, and we will walk in the Torah of your Yahuah. And I said unto her, Yahuah wills not that those who reverence him should be in uncleanness, nor does he take pleasure in them that break wedlock, but in those that approach him with a pure heart and undefiled lips. But she said she held her peace, longing to accomplish her evil desire. And I gave myself yet more to fasting and prayer, that Yahuah might deliver me from her. 5. And again, at another time, she said unto me, if you will not break wedlock, I will kill my man by poison, and take you to be my man. I therefore, when I heard this, rent my garments, and said unto her, woman, reverence Elohim, and do not this evil deed, lest you be destroyed. Know therefore indeed that I will declare this your device unto all men. She therefore, being afraid, besought that I would not declare this device, and she departed, soothing me with gifts, and sending to me every delight of the sons of men. 6. And afterwards she sent me food mingled with enchantments, and when the eunuch who brought it came, I looked up and beheld a terrible man giving me with the dish a sword, and I perceived that her scheme was to beguile me. And when he had gone out, and I wept, nor did I taste that or any other of her food. So then after one day she came to me and observed the food, and said unto me, why is it that you have not eaten the food? And I said unto her, it is because you have filled it with deadly enchantments, and how you said, I come not near idols, but to Yahuah alone. Now therefore know that Elohim of my father has revealed unto me by his angel your wickedness, and I have kept it to convict you, if haply you may see and repent, but that you may learn that the wickedness of the wicked has no power over them that worship Elohim with chastity. Behold, I will take of it and eat before you. And having so said, I prayed thus, the Elohim of my fathers and the angel of Abraham be with me, and ate. And when she saw this, she fell upon her face at my feet, weeping. And I raised her up and admonished her, and she promised to do this iniquity no more. 7. But her heart was still set upon evil, and she looked around how to ensnare me, and sighing deeply she became downcast, though she was not sick. And when her man saw her, he said unto her, why is your countenance fallen? And she said unto him, I have a pain at my heart, and the groanings of my ruach oppress me. And so he comforted her who was not sick. Then accordingly, seizing an opportunity, she rushed unto me, while her man was yet without, and said unto me, I will hang myself or cast myself over a cliff if you will not lie with me. Wow, she was lusting after this man. And when I saw the Ruach of Baal was troubling her, I prayed unto Yahuah, and said unto her, Why, wretched woman, are you troubled and disturbed, blinded through sins? Remember that if you kill yourself, Asteho, the concubine of your man, your rival, will beat your children, and you will destroy your memorial from off the earth. And she said unto me, Lo, when you love me, let this suffice. Only strive for my life and my children, and I expect that I shall enjoy my desire also. But she knew not that because of Adoni I spoke thus, and not because of her. And if a man has fallen before the passion of a wicked desire, and become enslaved by it, even as she, whatever good thing he may hear with regard to that passion, he receives it with a view to his wicked desire. 8. I declare therefore unto you, my children, that it was about the 6th hour when she departed from me, and I knelt before Yahuah all day and all the night, Yom and Lila. And about dawn I rose up, weeping the while, and praying for a release from her. At last then she laid hold of my garments, forcibly dragging me to have connection with her. When therefore I saw that in her madness she was holding fast to my garment, I left it behind and fled away naked. And holding fast to the garment, she falsely accused me. And when her man came, he cast me into prison in his house. And on the morrow he scourged me and sent me into Pharaoh's prison. And when I was in bonds, the Mitzrayite woman was oppressed with grief, and she came and heard how I gave thanks unto Yahuah and sang praises in the abode of darkness, and with glad voice rejoiced, glorifying my Elohim, that I was delivered from the lustful desires of the Mitzrayite woman. 9. And often she sent unto me, saying, Consent to fulfill my desire, and I will release you from your bonds, and I will free you from the darkness. And not even in thought did I incline unto her. For Elohim loves him who is in a den of wickedness, combines fasting with chastity, rather than the man who in king's chambers combines luxury with license. And if a man lives in chastity and desires also glory, and Al-Alyan knows that it is expedient for him, he bestows this also upon me. How often, though she were sick, did she come down to meet me at unlooked for times, and listen to my voice as I prayed. And when I heard her groanings, I held my peace. For when I was in her house, she was wont to bare her arms and breasts and legs, that I might lie with her. For she was very beautiful, splendidly adorned, in order to beguile me. And Yahuah guarded me from her devices. 10. Ye see, therefore, my children, how great things patience works, and prayer with fasting. So you too, if you follow after chastity and purity, with patience and prayer, with fasting and humility of heart, Yahuah will dwell among you, because he loves chastity. And wherever Al-Alyan dwells, even though envy or slavery or slander befalls a man, Yahuah who dwells in him, for the sake of his chastity, not only delivers him from evil, but also exalts him even as me. For in every way the man is lifted up, whether in deed or in word or in thought. My brethren knew how my father loved me, and yet I did not exalt myself in my mind, although I was a child. I had the fear of Elohim in my heart, for I knew that all things would pass away, and I did not raise myself against them with evil intent. But I honored my brethren, and out of respect for them, even when I was being sold, I refrained from telling the Yishmaelim that I was a son of Yaakov, a great man and a mighty. Next time we will be reading 11 through 20 of AYD, AYD YOCEPH, the 11th son of Yaakov and Rachel. We have about 4 pages left of this chapter left, and then we'll be moving on to the 12th son. And that one only has 12 chapters in it, so after that, since we already read all of Baruch, we will be reading the Ascension of Isaiah after we're done with the 12 Patriarchs. Yah is an awesome Yah. He reigns from Shamayim above. He reigns with power and love. Our Yah is an awesome Yah. Torah Rabbah Abba Yahuah. Torah Rabbah Abba Yahuah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Yahuah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Yahuah. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No trap from the wicked shall prosper. No snare from the devil shall prosper. Yahuah knows who are his. Do your utmost to show yourself approved. Be ye not deceived by wolves in sheep's clothing. For in the last days there will be blasphemers and evildoers. Do not subject me to gossip and slander, because I will turn and walk away. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No trap from the wicked shall prosper. No snare from the devil shall prosper. Praise the Most High for His loving kindness. The Ruach HaKodesh sustains me. Do not subject yourselves to the wicked. It will only ever end in strife. Do not cast your pearls onto swine. Yahuah says, stay steadfast, keep my commands, for I call you mine. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. And purify your hearts. Cleanse your hands, ye wicked sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter return to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of Elohim, and He shall lift you up. He will wipe away every tear from your eye. Subject yourselves to Yahuah and bear much fruit. That was Last Days. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope Yahuah enjoyed it. I love you all with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuah in the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. And remember, if you sing songs of praise to Yahuah, He's dwelling in our songs of praise. So He is dwelling among us, dwelling within us. And I feel like that's why I'm constantly getting inspired to write songs for Yahuah, because I just feel His love. I feel His love always. And that is why I love you all so much. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth.